What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So I just watched Showtime's final episode, episode 3 of Inside Mayweather Pacquiao, and I must say, first of all, the link is in the description. I must say, bravo, Showtime. The best episode of the series, and it started as the series progressed. I think the episodes got better. That's my personal opinion. I'm gonna give you my review. If you guys want to jump over there, the link is in the description. You can watch it first and then come back to my shit and leave your comments. But I'm gonna give you guys some recaps in case you don't have time to watch the whole thing at work or at the gym or something. And I really liked it. I think this is Showtime's best, and I've watched all the Canelo Laurels and all the other ones, Maidana, Mayweather. I watched all that, and this is their best series in the all access type category, in my opinion. And this is the thing before I get too far into it. A lot of people I've noticed, like, where are the real boxing fans? That's all I care about is boxing fans. I don't care if you like Mayweather. I don't care if you like Pacquiao. They're both good fighters, good boxers, whatever. But it's like everybody wants to be so tribal, and I get sick of the kid games and stuff. It's like Pacquiao's with HBO and Top Rank, so only Top Rank is doing good stuff, or only HBO. I only like their production. Like, when did that ever count? You know what I'm saying? Only in the industry of boxing do you get this type of tribal and like territorial bullshit. Like, if the Fast and the Furious 7 comes out and it's by Universal, and then there's another action movie like the new James Bond, and it's from Fox Pictures, I don't give a shit who came out with it. If it's a good flick, it's a good flick. You know what I'm saying? Mission Possible 3, I don't care if Nick Cannon came out with the fucking movie. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But that's not how things work in boxing. People, they know Al Heyman's linked to Floyd, and if they don't like Floyd, they hate him. Or Showtime's with Floyd, so their series sucks. You know what I'm saying? You could have both series, like At Last could be produced by Showtime, and somebody will say, "Oh, I hated it. It was horrible," because they like Manny Pacquiao and they like the HBO side of things because they like who Pacquiao's connected to. Just dumb shit. You know what I mean? I really could care who produces what. I'm a boxing fan. If it's well made, it's well made, and I think this was well made. So they open up very cinematic. They show the workmanship behind the WBC Emerald belt. 3,000 emeralds that have been placed. It's handcrafted, and they show. I never seen how the belts are actually made. I've seen some pictures, but they have some footage, so I thought that was cool. They were splicing that in. Another thing that I learned in this was pretty interesting, and I told you guys from the jump when I started watching this. I wish HBO did this. I like the Legends. I like At Last, but I think At Last should have been a mini series where it's like 3, 4 parts, because this is spread out. Now we're getting close to the fight, and I got to watch something else. At Last, I already seen that last week or whenever it came out. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's old now. The Legends was new. I just watched that, but I just kind of like how it was spread out with this series. Um, they also said that what I did learn with this is Floyd's taking it serious. He's really focused. He's not doing the traditional meet and greets and barbecues and parties and stuff before the fight like he normally does. So it just shows you where his head's at. This is what a direct quote from it. Floyd said, "This is not a normal fight. It's a different type of pressure now. So it's a different world." Then one thing that they did on Showtime that I really liked, that I wasn't expecting, was a lot of people complained Pacquiao wasn't enough. He was in it more than any other episode. They had a lot of good footage, archive footage throughout this thing, and like I seen just a brief, it's a snippet, but it was a brief picture of Pacquiao or footage of Pacquiao, and I never even seen that clip. And me, I do the video editing and boxing videos, so I've seen all of these things, and some of the footage and the angles and shots I had never seen. Like they showed scenes from Shane Mosley and Pacquiao's fight, and it was like different angles of the Mosley fight. I believe that fight took place on Showtime, so I think they had some stuff in the archive. But what I wasn't expecting was to have former foes and mutual opponents that they had, just like the At Last. They had Zab Judah. He was like kind of encouraging Floyd Mayweather, and they also showed a lot of mutual opponents. They interviewed and had some B-roll of Juan Manuel Marquez. They also showed footage and examined Pacquiao versus Marquez Part 4. And what Marquez said was funny to me. He says, "When I saw Pacquiao on the floor, I was very happy. People said, 'Lucky punch.' I don't think so." I just thought that was funny. They also had Ricky Hatton and Shane Mosley, and they all gave their personal opinion, all placed their pick. I believe all of them said that Pacquiao's game, he's tough, but they were all picking Mayweather just like they did on the At Last special. The Shane Mosley, it was just good it's very good, especially just to relive it, to recap. It's just a recap for us real boxing fans that have been following it. But for the casual fan, I think this is a real good build up because they went into detail about things that if you're just tuning into boxing in recent years since Canelo or whatever, Canelo Mayweather, you're not going to know all this stuff. And they showed Floyd getting rocked and how he had to survive in the second round and then went on to dominate, beat Shane Mosley every round. Shane Mosley personally said, he's like, oh man, I was happy. I was like, this is the KO. This is my chance to KO him. I'm going to knock him out. And he said, I just couldn't do it. And he said he made those adjustments. He did what his champion was supposed to do. Ricky Hatton also talked about Floyd Mayweather. He said he started getting frustrated in the fight. And he said, that's not the person you want to get frustrated with. When you get frustrated, you get knocked out. Then they showed 2 years later when he fought Manny Pacquiao. And that was a annihilation on Pacquiao's behalf. So they showed all the knockdowns and the knockout. And then Hatton, he revealed something personal, how that's when his demons started, and he had battles with depression immediately following the Pacquiao knockout. He said that was just one of the most brutal knockouts you'll see, and it led to his him being depressed or whatnot. So I mean, from the first like onset, the belt, and then they Showtime, they weren't playing. They had a whole bunch of Las Vegas clips and dealers and poker chips and stuff. And then they tried to trick the fans. They had this chick, and I was like, damn, whose ass is that? It was just like a quick shot. I was like, damn, she got cheese. She got cake, right? And then they showed the broad's face, and I was like, oh shit, like that's her face? Damn. Her face didn't look as cool. Her ass was cool, but the face, I don't know. I think the face that I'm showing you guys, that wasn't her, but the other one still did look kind of like made up and fake. But yeah, Showtime wasn't playing. They was in the strip club showing like females nipping and stuff. They knew what they was doing. They tried to throw some eye candy in there. Then a lot of rumors about Mayweather sparring, what he was doing, what he wasn't doing. And in this episode, it was pretty much revealed that at least in one of his sparring sessions, he was getting busy because they showed the blood that was all over his white tee that was underneath his gear. He had blood everywhere. And then Adrian Broner happened to be in the gym. And then there's a little funny moment where Adrian Broner's like, look at this. Look at this. He's like, I got blood on my shirt. And I was just watching him. So quick moment. Rick Ross, the rapper, also sent a ton of bottles to Mayweather's crib. They're planning on some kind of after party or whatever. And one thing Floyd said later in this special that is what I've been telling people is just the double standards in boxing. The double standards are absolutely ridiculous. He says, I'm just getting sick. Like, it just seems like a man who's getting tired of the rigmarole of fighting and stuff. And he's like, 2 more fights and that's it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't even really want to do this interview. But what he said was he just gets tired of being asked the same questions over and over again. And he says, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. And this is what I've been telling people with the double standards. He says, when I'm a personality and I'm trash talking, then people say I'm cocky. He's arrogant and they hate me. And then they say, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, he's just too cocky. He's too arrogant. That's why I don't like him. And he said, so for this fight, he's like, I just didn't, he said, basically, I didn't do it. And now people are upset that I'm not doing it. Say, we want the old Floyd back. Why are you not trash talking? And this is true. Like, people get on here all the time to me, like, flow mode, just dumb shit. That's cool. Like, you know what I mean? That don't stop nothing I'm doing. So if that's what you feel, that's cool. I'm not here to play little kid games. I've already done more than what the people who do stupid shit like that do. I've already said Pacquiao's a good fighter, Mayweather's a good fighter. I don't have a problem with either of these dudes. But when that's how you could tell who lacks a sound argument, when they say dumb shit, or it has to be some gay shit about like fucking men, or you know what I'm saying, just stupid shit. Like, rebuttal what is being said. Like, have a sound, logical conversation and argument. I don't play the little kid games and shit. I'm too grown. But that's a good point. And if anyone has a solution or answer of how this makes sense and is not a double standard, I'd love to hear it. But when Floyd is trash talking, people hate him, say he's too brash, he's too arrogant, too cocky. And then when he's not doing it, they're like, oh, he's doing it. He's not trash talking because he's afraid of Pacquiao. He doesn't want to do it because he's scared. He doesn't want to piss Pacquiao off. And they get mad that, oh, this pre-fight buildup is boring. He's not trash talking. He's scared. Why is he not trash talking? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, pick your poison. Do you want him to be arrogant, cocky, and trash talk? and just accept it, or do you not want that from him? You know what I'm saying? But you know how the game goes. That's what people do, and they try to hedge their bets and play both sides of the fence. They hate him. He's an animal. He's a criminal, wife beater when he's trash talking, and then when he's not trash talking, he's too quiet. We want the old shit back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can't win in those situations. And then the last thing, they ended on a weird note where I guess Floyd sent letters to all his TMT people, and he says, I want to be clear, I have everyone's best interest. Everyone means something to me, but I can no longer be everyone's problem solver. There's a beginning and an end. Just a real cryptic, ambiguous message. So some people speculate he's thinking he's going to lose, and all of a sudden that's why it's like a suicide note, and that's why he wrote that. Some people are saying he just has 2 more fights left, so he's just letting them know, like, you guys got to start, you know what I mean, funding your own stuff and making your own path in your own lane. You guys interpret it how you want. That's my review. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, what you thought of the episode. I thought it was extremely well done. Would not be surprised if it got some kind of Emmy or Golden Globe, whatever the fuck they do, for original sports programming. I thought it was really well made and well put together. Good shots from both. They showed more Pacquiao than they have in previous. And like I said, a lot of those clips, I hadn't seen all of them. And another thing, the reason I like the miniseries style is because they even added some clips of Pacquiao's grand arrival to Vegas that was yesterday. You know what I mean? And they showed some of the stuff at where they had the band and all that yesterday. So that's all new footage that they crunched in and were able to edit into this segment by today. You know what I mean? So just up to the minute type of stuff here. And then Saturday's the fight. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.